In Titanfall 2, you are put in charge of Rifleman Jack Cooper, who has been thrust into the world of Titans after a slightly unfortunate event has caused him to have a bit of a baptism of fire in the field. It's here on the planet that you're introduced to BT, who will be your companion for the story. That's right, there's a campaign this time around in Titanfall 2, which there really wasn't in Titanfall 1, let's be honest. And to all intents and purposes, it really is exceptional. It really sets the standard in terms of what a good shooter campaign should be. Fair enough, it might not set the world on fire, but I think considering what Respawn set out to do, they really check all the boxes. The short time when you're without your double jump is probably the most awkward, in the sense that Titanfall 2 is a game that's entirely built on mobility. Wall running and jumping and platforming and sliding around. It feels so fluid and quick that as soon as it's taken away, you immediately feel it. One of the most interesting levels in the game could almost be gimmicky if it wasn't done so well, and that's one which sees you jumping between different time periods. And that throws up a large number of different environmental challenges as you progress through the level. Fortunately, it doesn't outstay its welcome, and you continue back on the campaign as you've been used to, but those little deviations are what makes this game really special. There's multiplayer as well, of course, and there's 9 Titans to get your head around this time rather than the previous 3, which makes such a big difference to the gameplay and Titan-on-Titan combat. The tweaks that have been made since the technical tests earlier this year are really strongly felt, with everything feeling really well built and really well thought out and tested, which really makes all the difference. It's a shame in a way that some people will have had a weird first impression of the game based on those earlier tests, where things now feel somewhat different to that. Of course, like any first-person shooter, there's always times when deaths feel a little bit cheap, a little bit lucky, but really on balance it's nicely put together to the extent that you can make some excellent plays and feel really good about contributing to the team, even if you're not necessarily getting kills. On different modes like Amped Hardpoint and Bounty Hunt, which are probably the 2 main modes for the game, Respawn really have gone for quality rather than quantity here, but that being said, the quantity of stuff that you get is still impressive, particularly compared to the previous game. Plus, there's a promise for all future DLC in terms of game modes and maps to be free, and there isn't even a season pass for the game, which is something unusual for a first-person shooter or indeed any game in this day and age, and it's certainly refreshing, and it feels like you're getting a complete product as a result. It's strange that it's the second game in the franchise, really, because it in so many ways feels like the complete realisation of what the first game should have been. And at the same time, there's that feeling of experience and quality finish on the product, which makes it feel like it might be a 5th iteration of the franchise. If you decide not to go for Titanfall 2, then you will regret it. It is a real experience, and it's definitely something that you shouldn't miss. Have you been playing Titanfall 2, or have you been checking out any of the other first-person shooters doing the rounds at the moment? Let us know in the comments. And make sure you like and subscribe for more videos from Pass the Controller.